Good morning. I am Sébastien Bigo and I'm responsible for the technical program of the European Conference on Optical Communication. The technical program committee of the conference has selected nearly 400 papers out of a number of contributions from across the world. And I would like to share with you today the highlights that you will be able to hear about at this edition. Optical communication is first about fibers and fiber components. In the past few years, ECOC has witnessed the emergence of a new field where researchers trying to extrapolate to postpone the limits of fiber propagation by using a new frontier of multiplexing. I mean space division multiplexing. You won't hear so much about new fiber development, but more on fiber components to play with spatial division multiplexing, new multiplexers, and so on. But you'll hear also about new fibers for amplifiers that will go beyond the usual bandwidth that we're all used to. ECOC will also share with you the latest research on optoelectronic components, not only high-speed transmitters, but also high-speed receiver, and most of all, their integration into monolithic devices. You'll especially hear about silicon photonics, a very nice story where we'll try to replicate what computer chips have been doing and change them into photonics chips. You'll see there's much progress going on in this field. Signal processing has become the central piece of the design of recent optical communication systems. The organizing committee of ECOC 2014 has decided to acknowledge this central part and turn the subtopic into a new dedicated subcommittee with a dedicated number of reviewers. You will especially hear about the latest progress on soft decision for error correction. But you will also hear on techniques, digital techniques, to compensate for optical nonlinearities with digital equalization. You're probably aware that in today's networks, data packets are switched all in the electrical domain. The alternative solution is to switch data packets in the optical domain. And you especially hear at this next edition of ECOC that optical packet switching has been gaining a new momentum. You'll hear why and for what application. Beside optical packet switching, you'll hear about switching in data centers. Data centers is really an emerging field. Not only you hear about switches, but also interfaces. A lot of work has been going on to improve these interfaces to match the needs of data center players. Conference attendees at ECOC will also learn about the latest milestone on the endless path towards ever greater capacity into a single fiber, with possible complements at the post-deadline session. These milestones will take advantage of the latest techniques using space division multiplexing, but they will also benefit from all the recent progress of Nyquist signaling. Transmission systems need to be massively interconnected to support the internet. However, the global network today is still segmented into domain with independent control. You'll hear at ECOC 2014 contribution where a single control is used, including experimental demonstrators. ECOC 2014 will also confirm that optical technology can alleviate the load of electronic, for example, by performing dynamic allocation of resources or switching. This is especially interesting for data centers application, a booming field, as I already told you, for photonic technology. And of course, ECOC will also explore the needs for the ever-growing need for bandwidth in access. You'll hear that a large number of papers will discuss what next-generation passive optical network, NG.2, should look like. I hope that you find this program exciting, and there is much more that I didn't tell you about. ECOC 2014 this year will take place in Cannes, the wonderful city in the south of France, at a time of the year where seawater can be 22 degrees C. There's still time for you to register. and I'm really looking forward to meeting you there.